Hi, welcome to the Artistic Mystic and Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your Artistic Muse or Mystical Muse, and I have a reading today for the collective for May, make sure I get the date right, May 23rd through 29th of 2021. So if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, so glad you're here to join us. I'm changing things up, so I'll be putting out more readings weekly. There'll be a weekly reading, and there will also be the beginning of the month and mid-month. So this is for the last full week in May. So when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notification so that you're notified when I put out new things. I will be doing a Facebook Live reading for the moon, the blood moon, pink moon, flower moon on the 26th. So you can find me in the search on Facebook. Just put the Artistic Mystic and Muse and it'll pop up. And yeah, we'd love for you to join us on the 26th. So with this is the last week of May, as I said, and what's interesting is was definitely, I shuffled all the cards, I meditated, and there's a continuation and also some reinforcement of the reading from the week before. So with that, we'll get started. We'll start with the oracle cards, and the first thing we have is synchronicity. So be on the lookout for signs. Synchronicities are those weird little things that happen or occur. They are occurring this week, possibly, whether it's one or more than one. They can be anything from you find a feather in your path, a coin, totem animal, some kind of animal shows up big time, like right in front of your face. It can be all those kind of things. It could be someone you bump into. You may know them, you may not. So synchronicities for the last week of May, full week of May. Pride also came out, and this is going to be addressed in the reading. Getting over ourselves. Also, those things that we have not maybe wanted to let go or heal, what have you. Agree to disagree kind of thing instead. So pride is something you're to be aware of. Change continues as we evolve, as we raise our vibration. We continue to become heart-centered with consciousness of oneness. The collective, this reading is for the collective, but the collective is really anyone that's wanting a better planet, wanting a better way of doing things, that for those people that come from a place of love, a love for all things. Everything boils down to love. That is the 13th universal law of creation. So change is part of evolution. It's part of getting us out of or addressing our discomfort and healing it and moving through it or past it. Bottom of the deck, like last week, new beginnings. This has to be addressed for the new beginnings to occur, and below that is completion. So they're really wanting you to complete something, maybe more than one thing, at the end of May, so that June can probably take off with a bang, so to speak. We also have, and this may be where the pride card came in, we have Mending Bridges. I heal rifts, I am a mender. Now that doesn't mean you have to like what someone's done to you, or a situation. There may be a situation you don't like, but it can also be mending yourself. There may be people or situations it will never resolve itself, but you can resolve it within yourself. Letting it go is one of those ways, or also just loving it, having love for yourself, forgiveness for yourself, to heal yourself so that you can move forward. And that comes out again in the cards that we'll be looking at here a little later. So they're really pushing this healing and mending. Giving birth. I am birthing forth new and dynamic energy in the world. And that's what this new beginning is about. And May is all about planting the seeds. Oh, we got a little confirmation here. So, that's a really important theme here. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. You are being watched over, guided, assisted. And it's not just divinity, God, the universe, angels, your spirit guides, even ancestors. Igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Maybe this thing that you have to let go of or heal is difficult. It's asking you to take the leap to do that. And it does require courage, especially if it's something that's very uncomfortable or it's hurtful or you've been hanging on to it. So they're wanting you to do that. And I feel like a repeat. We've got the bottom of the deck. It says, take action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. He's leaping over, the horse is leaping over the road and the man is leaping over the water. So, and it's going to require stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. You have to get quiet. You have to identify what that thing or things are for you to address it, to heal it. We also have feeling the world. So this is being conscious again of your thoughts, your choices, your actions, your words, because we're all connected. We are all connected to everything here. Every living thing is connected here on the planet. So feeling the world is about making those choices that are not only good for you, but have a positive effect, because it creates a chain reaction. It also helps elevate everyone's consciousness to a much better place. Great and full. This is the cup of blessings, of love, of all things, the abundance that we not only have, but the blessings and abundance that are waiting to yet be given, to be given to us if we're open and ready to receive them. It's a beautiful card. Bottom of the deck, a powerful move. Making a change or healing something is a change. Addressing something that's uncomfortable is a change. And it's a powerful move. Why? Because it's going to launch you into another realm as far as how you look at things, how you interact during your day. And you are the key. And here we go. Here's a lock. We had a lock last week about uncaging the heart kind of thing, unlocking. All right. We also have patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with the path and the process. It's not meant to be a 50-yard dash. It's the unfolding of the journey. So she's got a balloon, and I'm getting stop and smell the roses. We are moving into a new space, a new place, but that doesn't mean you kind of glaze over what is in the here and now and the present. So have patience for yourself, have patience for the unfolding, have patience for those blessings and things that are coming to you. They will come if you're ready to receive them. Darkness, my old friend, is back. We have the moon, and it's funny because the 26th is the big blood flower moon. It's an eclipse, and this moon is eclipsed. So the shadows that we're dealing with, the darkness, are those things that we still need to address or need to heal. And so that's what May is about. It's about wrapping those things up as best we can, right? Have faith that everything's going to work out just fine. You're going to have some epiphanies. And here we go. Look at the keyhole again. And the person who's the key, us, is going through that keyhole. And it's from a place of darkness, maybe being unclear, could be being sad, being resentful, angry, whatever that is for you that needs healed, to go into the light, to go into that world, that life of beauty and abundance and joy that you want to create for yourself. He said, take this too. The unexpected. You may surprise yourself, and maybe there's going to be someone or something that happens as a result of it that's going to surprise you in a good way. This is not a bad card, but that's a wonderful thing. So if you are open to just whatever comes in your path, it would be unexpected because you're letting go of control, right? You're just letting the universe bring to you what is meant to be. All right. What else do we have here today? We also have the magical map shifter. You are, this is you, the magician. You have all the tools. You have the ability, the gifts that are within you to manifest, to create what you want. And that's what they're telling you, to chart your course. You don't have to chart it preferably too far out, because you just don't know what all's in store for you. But you can look at it from kind of like a whole to parts, in that if you want a life full of joy, if you want to go after something, whether it's personally or professionally, send those intentions out in a broader way of looking at it. What would that look like? Don't get down to the nitty gritty, because usually the universe has a much better idea of how to deliver it to you. But you can manifest this. You can create this, what you want. Storm fields again. We had another kind of storm last week. Might even be the same card. I'm not for sure. But you're in it. You're in the whirling dervish. And the thing is, in this picture, the storm, I don't know if you can see this, the storm's in the back, and yet the path coming through it, coming out of the storm, there's flowers growing and mushrooms. There's this new growth, this new beginning. So stay grounded, do the work. Why? Because you're going to go into the unknown, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not to be feared. It's actually, you have this little bird who's going to bring in a message, but it's an amazing thing. And sevens talk about spirituality, divinity, what the universe wants to unfold for you, bring you blessings. So the unknown is also what makes life kind of exciting and interesting. So embrace that. This last week is the big push. You are going through a metamorphosis. You are, if you're taking action on these things, you are changing, you are growing. You've got the butterfly that metamorphoses. You've kind of got maybe one foot still in it and the other foot stepping out into the new land, the new landscape. But you need to do a little house cleaning. Just saying. It could be literal. You could have clutter you need to get rid of. But it can also be mental clutter. It can be things that you need to simplify. And also we've got goblins. This is about fears, anxiety, things, you being up in your head or worrying about, well, what if this? Don't try to assume the worst case scenario, but it's something you need to overcome. The fear of it is what I'm getting. Okay. We also have, I am vibrationally thankful for the blessings I receive, the ones you currently have and the ones that are going to be unfolding for you. I am blessed with a vibration of kindness and friendship. You put that out, that's also what comes back to you. It's called polarity, law of polarity. Bottom of the deck, I am vibrational perfection in balance with the universe. Staying grounded, staying balanced. That's all that needs to happen. Not going from one extreme to the other extreme. Love doesn't have to mean near. So love is a lot of things. If it's for someone else, you don't have to be near them to love them or know that they love you. It's also, to me, this card speaks about love is not a place. It's not a location. It's all around us. So just because it's not showing up in a person, let's say, doesn't mean that there isn't love for you. But you also need to know that love comes from within. You have to love yourself first. The bottom of the deck says you know what to do. Intuitively, deep down, if you get still and quiet, you know what you need to do. All right. We also have, from my Milagros-Miracles deck, we have Heart and Sword, healing the heart or heartbreak, and whatever causes those kinds of feelings. We have Cross, Divinity. Divinity's watching over and is here to assist you. And the bottom of the deck is the rose, heart expansion. So if you can heal it, it can expand. And that's what you want. That's what makes you whole. That's what helps bring love into your life and into the universe collectively. It's a good card. The bees. This is one of my second oracle deck. It says be humble. So we had the pride card. It may be you need to be a little more humble, just saying. And we have be clear. Be clear with not only in your communications, your thoughts, but those things that you want. If you waffle or you're not clear, the universe is just kind of holding this big basket of amazing things for you, but it doesn't know what. I mean, there's a lot. They may need to sift through a few things. So be clear with your intentions of what you want for yourself or what you want to do. And the bottom of the deck, it says earn your stripes. So nothing's going to come to you without a little work on your part. So keep that in mind. And you earn your stripes. The other thing I'm getting is, like, as we go through life and this adventure, you know, different situations, how we handle them, experiences we have, that's how you earn your stripes. So let me make sure I haven't missed anything here so far. Okay, so we're going on to the main read. And the thing that we need to examine or look at the week of the 23rd through the 29th, we have Ace of Pentacles. So this is a divine gift. This talks about, it can be money, it doesn't have to be, but it can be other kinds of blessings and abundance that's waiting to be given to you. And this goes back to, they're saying being clear. You have the Nine of Cups. This talks about wish fulfillment. What is it that you want in your life for yourself to be fulfilled? It's clarified by the Seven of Cups. So this talks about, in this case, confusion. There's all these options and trying to figure out what that is. So that is your challenge, if you will. And what is that? You know, it can, you may have a laundry list, but I'd personally keep it simple. But once you choose it, victory, the Six of Wands, is assured. So it's about you figuring that out for yourself and then going towards that. Spirit's advice is strength. What you're having to clear or address, or even what you want to do, or where you want to be, that kind of state is going to take strength. It's not maybe going to be an easy decision. It might be that it's going to take some work and perseverance, but you are strong enough to do this. And it's clarified by the Five of Swords. And this a lot of times talks about ego. You being too much like winning at all costs, regardless of how it impacts anybody else. This can also be that whatever this has been in your past, it's done. It's done. It's a done deal. And you moving on, instead of engaging with this person in battle, let's say, or the situation, you're going to walk away from it because it doesn't serve you. Why? You're going to move forward with clarity, swiftly, I might add, with what that is for you. And having the strength to move forward, to not sit there and be going back and forth. And you have the Two of Cups. So this talks about coming into alignment with your masculine and feminine energy, you with your higher self, and it's being watched over by divinity. And the Catechus is about healing. So that has to be healed. And that's what's going to bring you from a much better place of calm and peace and well-being. If you follow Spirit's advice, the outcome is the Hermit. And what this is you with your little light. And granted, and there's a star over here, which talks about healing and divine timing. But you don't need to see the path way out in advance. You are to trust in your inner knowing, your inner light, and follow that star where it's going to guide you. That's part of the journey, enjoying the journey. You will get to your destination, but the journey is really important. Why? And it's further clarified by the Eight of Cups. These cups have been great. They're familiar, but you know what? They just don't do it for us anymore. So you're going to go after that ninth cup, that wish fulfillment, and you're going to move forward with that. Ace of Wands, divine help again with taking action. Something may come up that you're like, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way, and that's your synchronicity or your niggle that like, yeah, that's what I need to go after. Why? It's going to put you in a position of being more what we call the Queen of Cups. She's not emotionally uncontrolled. She's got her emotions in control, but she feels with and goes with what resonates with her. She listens to her inner knowing, her intuition. And she's a very loving type person. So coming from a place of love, because you're done with this. You're done with the Five of Coins, being out in the dark, woe is me. These two, or lepers actually in the traditional tarot, they're caught up in the drama and they don't realize they're passing in front of the church and it's illuminated. So the solution is there. Divinity is there. It's there to help. And you're going to start getting to work on whatever that is. This guy is a master craftsman. He's crafted all these amazing things. But now it might mean he's got to learn something new or learn to do it a different way. And that's pretty much the main message I'm getting is how you're going to live your life, how you're going to look at things. You're going to craft that differently. You're not going to be triggered or allow triggers to affect you the same way they have in the past. So, bottom of the deck. Death again. I think we had this last week. It's about the completion of one thing and the birth and the beginning of something new. Eight of Swords. This is about stress, fear, and anxiety being up in your head. This crow is loosely bound, and the swords, I mean, he can step out of there if he wants, but he's got to get out of his head. And part of getting out of their head is this mentality. So, the other clarifier is the Page of Swords. So this can be, again, you taking action with knowing what you know now, your wisdom. How are you going to go forward with that? What are those changes? And they don't have to be big, they can be little. What are those little tweaks you're going to do to get you in a place of wish fulfillment, right? So, I'm going to pull from one more deck. I'm going to pull from my other oracle deck, which is the keys to the 13 universal laws. And there's information below if you're interested about getting these decks. They don't require any knowledge of tarot or anything like that. You can just get them, pull one a day for a little thought for the day, or you can shuffle them and see what spirit fly out for you. But they're easy to use. It's kind of like some people have calendars where they, have a thought for the day and then they tear the sheet off. It's kind of like that. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know for the last week in May. There's one. There's two. Okay. Risk-taking. Moving forward, taking that risk. Whatever that is for you. Awareness. This goes back to talking about discernment and being aware of what your triggers are and coming out of that and healing it. Bottom of the deck, the overlying energy, it says the key to the journey or travel. Travel will be good too. But the journey that is to unfold for you, this next part of your journey. We some people think all life is just one big journey. It is, but it's almost like we have many segments of the journey, right? So that's all I have for you for the last week of May. Again, like, share, subscribe if you want additional notifications to know, because I will be rolling out more readings and they'll let you know when I put them up. Join us, check Facebook out, just search the Artistic Mystic Muse, and if you like, join us live on the 26th. We're going to see what the moon energy has to say for us, and have a very blessed day, and thank you for your time, but see you next time.